Hi, welcome to Regular Magazine. I'm Jason, and this is going to be a new vlog series on my attempt to build all of my terrain and get it painted and done and sorted by spring. So on the website On Tabletop, they're also a YouTube channel. The guys are running this challenge called Terrain Fest, and the idea is you enter the challenge by doing a big terrain project. Now, I'm not doing a big specific terrain project for it. What I plan to do is get all of my terrain built, painted, and all ready for the tabletop by the end of the challenge. Now, the challenge has started already, started a couple of weeks ago, and it doesn't end until spring, which is roughly about March. And for me, I need to get that sort of done by then anyway, because I'm going away to Asia for a month. So I started it a couple of weeks ago. I started putting some bits and pieces together and getting them painted. So I've got MDF kits, I've got some plastics kits, I've got some scatter terrain in both MDF and plastic, I've got some 3D printed stuff, but I'm also going to, during this period, going to scratch build some bits and pieces. So when I say I'm going to be scratch building some bits and pieces, one of the things I'm going to do is hills. I've got some hills, and now I've done mine using polystyrene, sort of the stuff that is used for packaging in sort of electrical products and stuff like that. And now I've built one already. Got it. It's all painted and stuff like that, which is this one here. And what I plan to do is make a video on how I did that. It's fairly simple. It is literally an MDF board, some polystyrene, some what you call it, that wall. Oh God, it's gone off the tip of my tongue. Not plaster, but it's kind of like, oh God, that's gonna bug me now. I've forgotten the name of it. But anyway, that, and then I flock it, paint it, the rest of it, and we have a flat hill with some stone rocks and bits and pieces in to give it some sort of texture and character. But the idea is to have them flat, fairly flat, so that what I can do is I can put units on top of here. So basically to make them useful, so I can place units on top rather than it being a rounded hill or undulating, which prevents them being used by putting units on top of them, and then they just become decorative lumps that sort of block line of sight and block movement, which for me doesn't really do much. In reality, I want to be able to put stuff on there to give so some units can have height and make use of that height to their advantage. Anyway, so that's hills. The other one I'm going to be doing is scratch building, is things like hedges. So pretty much sort of box standard hedge, fencing, maybe some similar to bocage and things like that. So I've got all the materials and bits and pieces, and I'll probably do a video again for that on how I'm going to do that. And then other things I'm going to do is very simple things like creating ploughed fields and stuff. In fields of corn and stuff like that, just to put it down on the tabletop, so it gives it a bit of sense of reality, so to speak, because not every field you'll see will be grass. Some of them will be ploughed, some of it will have wheat or something like that in it, and so the aim is to give a bit of variety on the tabletop, but also it's different ground in which the troops will be moving over. So obviously a ridge and furrow type of field, so a medieval plough field with the sort of ridge and furrow is going to be difficult ground to cross. It's not flat. It'll break up troop movement a little bit. Where also a wheat field is not very easy to go marching through or fighting through. So that becomes some sort of difficult ground. But it also gives some slight cover in the fact that you can't see troops once they're in it, so to speak. So there's things like that. I'm going to give you two things like that. But otherwise, it's me and my progress. The other videos will be my progress on how far I've got along with all of the bits and pieces I need to build and paint. Now I've got some items that are already built. One up here. So this building, it just needs painting. Whereas others, I've got kits and kits and kits of stuff, especially for things like Gangs of Rome, that all need building and painting. So that's what the vlog series is going to be about. It's going to be about my attempt at getting all of my terrain painted ready for tabletop next year, so I can actually start using it in games. It's not all 28mm. I've got some 15mm stuff. I've got some 10mm stuff. So it's like I've got 10, 15, 20mm, and then 28mm scale terrain that all needs doing and sorting out and painting and what have you, and making ready for the tabletop. So this is just the first video in that vlog series, and it's just to kind of introduce what I'm actually going to be doing over the next few weeks and couple of months. Especially over Christmas, I've got time off. I'm hoping to get a big chunk of it sorted out and get painting and getting them all done and dusted, rather than sat in boxes down there doing nothing. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers.